We've got some big decisions to make, haven't we?
And quite quickly.
Yes. We're confused. We don't know what we want. Decisions. I love that great big sink. Today is the day we get to choose everything for our new house. Have made our choices for the kitchen.
Yeah, I think so.
Hi there, welcome back to a new moving vlog. I guess we're talking about moving again. We've got some big decisions to make, haven't we?
And quite quickly.
Yes. This whole move thing has suddenly just hit us like a ton of bricks. It's coming at us really fast. Basically, with a new build, if you aren't familiar, I don't know actually if it's the case with all builders, but we have to make all the decisions as to what's going inside with regards to flooring, kitchens, tiles, all that kind of thing, by the time the roof goes on. And that for us is in about 2 weeks. It's not very long. Actually, is it 2 weeks today? Something like that.
Yeah.
That's so scary. Oh my goodness. And feels incredibly fast. We've got a little bit of a problem. We thought we had the easiest choice when it came to kitchen. We just want a white shaker kitchen. We just thought, yep, that will be standard. There's basically 3 categories. Standard, where you don't pay extras. There's a middle section where you pay a bit more. And then a third section, which is like absolute luxury. We thought a white shaker would be standard. What, you know, you can't go wrong with a white shaker, can you?
No, you'd think it'll be...
Classic design, easy colour. But no, it doesn't seem to be available at all. The standard ones seem to be just plain. Some of them look glossy, some of them are matte. Some of them are like the handles are at the top. And then the middle section is the shaker section, but it's available in platinum, which is it's supposed to be like a light grey. We thought it was white, but it's not when you see it next to white.
It is a light grey, yeah.
But it's not grey either. Then there's a creamy colour and one that's called, oh no, it's a grey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's grey, cobble grey.
Yeah, which is quite dark, and we're worried that it would look too dark.
Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah,
so the platinum, my biggest concern was it would be too close to the white for it to look different.
We haven't added that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I thought you talked about platinum.
Yeah, but you've missed the point with the white. The whole problem is we want a white work surface.
Ah, okay, yeah, sorry, yes.
And it just...
I'll be quiet.
No, you're fine. So anyway, we're confused. We don't know what we want, and the samples in the new build place are really tiny. It's just like one door and a small little piece of work surface. So I had a look for the kitchens, and we found a local supplier near us. And I called up today, and they've got loads in stock, so we're going to go and have a look today. And then we thought we will take you along with us when we actually go to the new build, and we get to choose all the bits and pieces.
Also going to add as well, there's a friend at work that's also just moved into somewhere, and he's given us a name of somewhere where a lot of these kitchens are on display as well, so we may well be venturing somewhere else as well.
But I hope you'll enjoy choosing with us, and we welcome your feedback. That's where we've come. We're in Reading. So before we actually go into the showroom where they've got all the kitchens, I just wanted to show you where the inspiration for our kitchen is coming from. I've had this particular photo, which I found on Pinterest. It's been on my physical mood board in my studio since 2018. This is the look that we keep coming back to and that we love. The whites with the metal and the woods gives us a real kind of feeling from places where we've traveled in Georgia, like southern US. We absolutely love this clean look. The closest we think we could achieve was this. We looked at some samples when we last went to the show home, and the unit was quite grey. We're not sure if it went with the white quartz work surface, so this is what we're going to have a look at today to see if we can find something similar. Called up this morning and she was really helpful, so I'm hoping they'll be helpful. We also want to have a look inside the cupboards, don't we? Because Aid was saying that you can buy like bits and pieces to go inside. So like my mum's got a new kitchen, and like her deep drawers, you can put little drawers inside, so like she's got a shelf for her cutlery and things like that. So we're quite excited to have a look and see what they've actually got. If you are also trying to choose a kitchen for a new build, it's really hard when you're just looking at such small samples. We just felt like we needed to see more kitchen than what we could actually see from the tiny pieces of kitchen in the showroom. So we found out the brand of kitchen, the name of the kitchen, and then we just searched online and found a local supplier so that we could actually go somewhere local and actually see what our options are and just have a better look. This is one option, but we think it might be a bit too grey for us. Which one's that one?
This is the platinum.
Oh, okay. They are very similar, aren't they? We're comparing the two ranges here that we have the option for, the middle range and the top range, just to try and get us that white shaker look. And so here we can see the colours here and just compare the units side by side. This one unfortunately isn't in our options, but this is what we would like, the simple white shaker kitchen. This is white with a little bit. I think this actually gives us a better idea, doesn't it, of the white. It's got grey tiles. What do you think? Do you like this in here?
It gives a better idea of the white.
Yeah.
Seeing it in mass, and that's not the same colour door.
It's seeing the white all together. White or grey? What do we go for?
I'm just wondering that with white and white walls,
If it's too much white.
is it too much white and having the grey doors? Because also don't forget, if we've got cupboards up the top
Yeah.
that are grey.
Decisions. I love that great big sink. That big Belfast sink. I'd like to say that helped, but actually I think I feel more confused. Lovely kitchens.
It helped in some ways, but also added more questions, I think.
Yeah. We're now thinking we might go with the smoother kitchen.
Still with the indentation, so a bit like shaker style, but it's almost a modern
More
shaker style.
contemporary. I don't know,
But also the colour.
do we go grey or do we go white? We thought we wanted a white.
I think we have ruled out going for what they call the standard option, because I think that just looks too
Modern for our liking.
Yeah, it's just not our look.
Are we going? I've been wondering what kind of look we're going for this. Are we going contemporary modern?
It kind of more is that way.
No, not
it?
contemporary. Country modern is what I was going to say.
Country modern, okay.
Or how about we call it rustic modern?
Rustic modern.
Yeah, country modern. Let's say country modern.
So yeah, we've seen two colours today. Three colours. White, there's a platinum, and also pebble grey.
I think that's going to be what our taste in our home's going to be. Don't you?
Because at the moment,
country modern.
Because at the moment we can have white walls. I'm just wondering with that little bit of colour with the, say, pebble grey.
Yeah.
It's a little bit darker than platinum.
I don't know. Anyway, my bachelor's going to go. We've just pulled up at Lidl and we're going to pick up a few bits to take home for dinner. Help us out though, guys. Did we go pale grey units, white worktop, or just white all around? My Pinterest board for years has been white, hasn't it? With black accents and wood, because we want a wooden floor.
I'm also thinking though, this is only one section because it is open plan. So this is one section and we've still got another section, which is there's like the kitchen, the dining sort of area.
We haven't shared all that. You know how much I've wanted an open plan kitchen. Guess what? We're going to have one.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, having the grey cupboards, we can always accent things elsewhere as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so confused. My tummy's rumbling. It's the worst time to go food shopping when you're hungry. Possibly the biggest sweet potato. The size of that. It's massive. We ended up doing a bit of a weekly shop. I ended up spending £53. We've got Louis home from uni at the moment, so we're definitely spending more on food, that's for sure. Picked up a baguette. We're going to put some bratwurst under the grill, which will make a super quick dinner. Good morning. Today is the day we get to choose everything at our new house. How scary is that? And we still don't know. Do you think actually visiting that kitchen place the other day helped?
Yeah, I think it was nice seeing the colours that we had on our possibility list.
Yeah, that's true.
In more than just one door, in actually having it in a few thingies.
We went to a show house near us the other day and looked at like their bathrooms and that, which was quite helpful. Still a bit undecided. It's really hard. It's just such big decisions. We're thinking of this as our forever home, and so we're choosing a kitchen. I just think the kitchen that I have now, or we have in our house, I chose 20 years ago. So we could potentially be having it for the next 20 odd years.
Yeah.
Big decision. So yeah, we're driving down to Wiltshire, and I'm going to stop for a quick break in a moment.
It's just coming up actually.
We've been in the car for nearly an hour.
An hour already?
Yeah,
wow.
Coming up to that. And the toilets are always so grubby in the services. They're like they're not proper services, they're like the little ones where you've got like a Greggs and a garage, and it's usually one toilet, because generally there's a toilet that's out you can't use, so everyone's using the same one. We stopped at one with my sister recently, and none of us wanted to dry our hands. The dryer unit was so dirty.
Yeah.
We're also thinking we might be there a few hours today, so we're going to pick up some baguettes in Greggs. I'm really hoping they've got my chicken tandoori. What are you going for?
Probably the same actually.
It's so good.
Or a nice bun.
A nice bun?
A nice bun.
Nice bun from the services. This is the one with the grotty toilets.
Well, it could have been cleaned.
I hope so. Toilet was clean, sink was disgusting. That can wait. But we have come back with the Greggs bag. These baguettes are so good. One time I said to A, do you fancy a bacon roll? He got so excited, ordered 2 bacon rolls, and they're out of bacon. They've just ran out, haven't they? Joys of driving past Stonehenge. Sat nav has suddenly added on an extra 20 minutes. I used to love Stonehenge. Traffic came to a standstill. We ended up doing a U-turn where we could before we got to Stonehenge, and went back on all the bits where we'd been waiting. We ended up going through all the country roads. I then got travel sick. We had to pull over. I was feeling really poorly. I had the worst headache. And we ended up getting to our appointment over an hour late, and I was feeling really sick. Thankfully, a bit of fresh air, some food, and they made me a cup of tea as well, and it just sorted myself out. So when we arrived, these are the ones we thought we would go for. The top range, we like the contemporary look. However, looking at them now, that middle one is, although it's called chalk white, it's a very off-white. And it just didn't go well with the white work surface. These are the handles that we could pick from. We really wanted a black effect, so we were just having a look. I did quite like this one here. I think this is the one that we ended up going for, actually. It's black, it's square, but it's got almost like a little bit of a copper bronze underneath to it, if you can see what I mean. It's like a brushed black effect. So we liked that one. This is the work surfaces that we could choose from. Again, it's so difficult to choose from something like when it's got a vein running through it, when you're only looking at a tiny piece.
Just the white and white.
I'm just worried because they're just slightly dissimilar.
Yeah.
Does it look like we've tried to match it but we couldn't quite,
Exactly.
didn't it?
That's the.
I wonder if that's a better option.
There's going to be grey lime dough. You can rose wash dough. That's.
And then we also have the handles then, the cranbrook.
Yeah.
Cranbrook.
Have we made our choices for the kitchen?
Yeah, I think so.
I really like that little.
I do as well.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Cool.
Organic white.
Ooh. And was this the handle?
Yeah, it's that one with the brushed.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of like bronze going through it almost, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then to choose the splashback, the clear ones looked quite blue, so we've ended up going for something a little bit magical with a bit of sparkle. But what we really liked about this, it's not blingy, and you could only see the sparkle when you moved. Just walking in, I think it's just going to be quite plain white glass looking, but it's just when you move you catch that little bit of Magic Kingdom.
Bathroom ensuite.
What, for the kids' bathroom, this one?
Yeah.
I quite like this with it as well. But then are you thinking this for
Our ensuite.
our ensuite?
So we'll have white walls. This will be just the shower.
Yeah. What about the downstairs?
There won't be any other feature.
It's too shiny.
This must be floor now. Isn't
That reminds me of Wilderness Lodge.
it? That one.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then Wilderness Lodge bathrooms are always quite dark,
So I
aren't they?
kind of do one of these, Lisa, for.
I agree with you. We do have flooring included throughout the whole of our house, and we have picked cardine for the whole of downstairs. We wanted wooden floors, so we've got wooden cardine, and then you have to have carpet on the stairs and in the bedrooms because of movement apparently within the house, and so we can't have cardine on the stairs or in the bedrooms, so we're just going for a plain neutral carpet. In an ideal world, we would have wooden floors in the bedrooms as well, and on the stairs. That would be our ideal, just everywhere, to be honest with you. We are going for that in the bathroom though. Cardine would affect in the bathrooms. And bathrooms, we've gone for a bit of an accent stone around the shower bath in both bathrooms, and white tile everywhere else. We've made all our choices.
Yeah. We need to review them just to be sure they're all good.
Yeah, that's really exciting. We've just roll. We had such a journey here, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Instead of like an hour and 20 minutes, it ended up taking 3 hours, and then we ended up doing a U-turn just before Stonehenge because it was adding another half an hour, and we had come to an absolute standstill. So we were in a spot where we could do a U-turn, drove back, and then went all the country roads. And I just felt so sick. I had such a headache.
Yeah, you were really.
We had to pull over at one point, so I was going to be sick. Oh, it was horrible. But we got there, had a bit of fresh air.
Excuse me.
Made all our choices.
Yeah. Met the builder. Well, not met the builder.
Went through all the house things, and now we've just finished our baguettes ready to drive home. And it's looking like it's going to take a distance again.
Yeah, should we make a move?
We'll go through everything with you though, I think, when we get home later. But I've come away feeling very, very excited. We've had to make the decisions in such a quick space of time, haven't we? Because you have a time limit of when the roof goes on a new build. That's when all your choices need to be made.
Because also I can kind of understand, because we're sort of asking about house readiness and time it will take and things like that. I can understand, because also they're going to need to get these things from the suppliers as well.
Yeah, ordered, that's true.
So of course they're not going to just have everything just there ready to go. Although they'll have an idea, but of course if no one chooses it.
We're supposed to be in December. How exciting is that?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, let us know if you've purchased a new build before and if you've gone through all this before as well.
It's exciting.
Very exciting. Right, we've got a long journey home now.
Yeah, we better go.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
So we're just finishing this video off a few days later. I got sick on the way home again. I was so poorly. We ended up doing a detour around Stonehenge again.
It was all the country roads, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's never bothered me before, but I felt awful. I came home, went to bed. I just felt so poorly. Anyway, choices have been made. It was exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Overwhelming, exciting. It's also knowing that that decision you're making is like set in stone.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because you think about it, if you were to buy a second-hand house,
Yeah.
you don't choose anyway. Yes, if you want to change something, you go and do it. But just the thought of, well, what will that be like? What will this be like? Should we do this? Should we do that?
We've never done this together either. Apart from choosing our bedroom carpet, we haven't done anything.
No, I mean, we've decorated the house, most of it, some of
we
it.
put white paint over white paint.
Done our room's been done.
That was white paint over white paint, and we chose a cream carpet.
We put a wall in there as well.
Yeah, but no big,
I know, there's no big
yeah.
decisions, there's no new kitchen, there's no new things like that. So, I think we obviously didn't spend too much time seeing things like the samples, did we? And it was difficult to know what we really wanted. But I think what had helped, in the short time we'd seen of some of the show homes, we realised there were things we didn't want.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that was the key thing, is realising, although we hadn't chosen at the time, it was knowing what we didn't want.
Like seeing the darker kitchens. I love the darker kitchens.
They look really nice.
But the worry is as well, when you haven't seen your house, how light will it be inside? And also, are the darker kitchens, and the guy that was helping us from the development, like he said, they are in at the moment, and will they be in 10 years time? Like, for example, when I bought my kitchen, although we've painted it white, it was that kind of brown, piney brown colour. 20 years ago, that was really in, and now when you're looking on Rightmove, you're looking at all the houses for sale, anything with a kitchen like that, it looks dated now.
Yeah.
So,
but see a black kitchen now, or dark blue, it seems to be what people are liking.
Grey,
yep.
green, and it's just too hard to choose that. And we like light and airy, that's what we're going for. That's what we've wanted all along, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and we are very similar in our taste, aren't we, as well, thankfully.
And also I think the other thing, with going for a dark colour, I think you are then making your life more difficult with, I'm not saying accessories, what do you call it?
Accents.
Accents to things. For example, Lisa's got a KitchenAid and other things. And that's what we've done, like with our bedroom and also other parts in the house. We've kept things quite neutral and added colour. Might be a throw on the bed.
Yeah, that's
Might be
true.
a particular appliance on the side. The kettle, things like that. So I think that's really where that kind of helps us, isn't it? So that's the reason why I think we went the way we did.
And we like decorating for the seasons, don't we?
Yes.
So that makes it easier as well. So each season we can just change up and give the place a different feel. So that's exciting as well. But yeah, we're happy with our wooden floors. We're happy. So we've got like a stone, like a grey stone in our shower, but then the rest will be white.
It's just like a feature wall, isn't it?
Yeah, and then again the same in the kids' bathroom. They've got a bathtub with an overhead shower, and that's like a kind of beigey cream stone, like a natural stone.
It was not, we were actually surprised we chose that.
Yeah, and that was from going to the show home. You know, the one that we went to recently that we just wanted to go for to help us just look for ideas and things. It was that house that made us realise we would have gone for white, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we were actually going white, but I'm also thinking white would have been, I think, just a bit too clinical.
Yeah, so we're really, really pleased with that.
So that's nice.
But,
and it's little things as well, like our ensuite. We decided to go for like half tiles in the rest of the room because we realised we wouldn't possibly be able to put like a vanity in there. So whereas the main bathroom, we've got a little bit more room. So we decided we didn't want tiles in there.
And that was actually going against that show home again. I would recommend, if you're buying a new build, do as much research as you can. Go to as many show homes, even if it's not exactly the same as your house. It gives you ideas, doesn't it?
It does, it does. Yeah, I'd say that's the thing. And although we had seen a few, it would have been nice to maybe have seen more if we could.
Our particular house for the show home flooded, so we haven't actually seen our house.
No. Well, we actually haven't seen, well, you still wouldn't have seen our house.
No, there wasn't a show home made of it.
We still actually haven't seen one.
No, so that's really weird.
So there's slight differences.
Find out what kitchen cupboards and that your development is having, so that you can go to kitchen places like we did as well. That really helps. But I think it's such a big decision to make on that one meeting. If you can do as much homework as possible, it really helps.
Yeah, and if you've got to the point of if you've reserved and you are going ahead, I think we had our, what they call the Meet the Builder. Obviously other developers may call it different things, where you literally run through everything to do with the property, your plot, the site.
That's what we were doing, so we got to see all the blueprints, didn't we?
Exactly. But because our time for making our choices was quite quick, when we made that appointment, I did actually ask, can they forward us the house plans?
That's true.
Because we wanted to see things like where all the plug sockets were going to be, where the lights were going to go, because you can also choose. We've actually chose specifically where lights go outside our wardrobe. So it's things like that. So if I hadn't had the plans, we wouldn't have been able to know. So also, if you've got a bit of time and you can do that, great.
Yeah.
But always ask them for those documents. They can always send them to you. Obviously, if you haven't reserved, they're not going to send you plans of houses and things like that, because they're specific for that house.
We did add on other extras. We've added on like an extra plug socket for our slow cooker. There's a particular corner we want to put it.
Yep.
We've added on a few extra bits of lighting. We've changed up and had spotlights put in certain places. We've added a fitted wardrobe into our room. We've got a dressing area into our room. That came from seeing that other new build show home the other day. So yeah, we've added on a few bits and pieces. A lot has been supplied with the house, like I said, all the flooring, lights outside.
That's in the deal that we got.
Yeah. But,
I think you do find a lot of developers will generally put things like flooring. I'm not saying they will do, because things could change, but it seems to be like that's something they will do.
It saved us a lot though.
It has saved us a lot.
Anyway, yeah, so that's it. That's our choices made. So we're really excited, and thank you for continuing along with this journey with us. What kind of kitchen? If you could design your dream kitchen, what would you go for? I think the kitchen for me is the most important room in the house.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think also because it's a kitchen with it is a living area with the dining area, even more so.
Yes.
Because the time spent there is going to be even more.
It's going to be our main room. So we're excited. But thank you very much, and we look forward to catching up with you on Sunday at 6 o'clock with a new weekend vlog. Take care. Bye.